Hey, Becky. I see you, Becky. I see you down there. I told you where the flowers came from, right, Becky? That they were given to me from New Zealanders. Hey, Becky. Let me turn this off. The New Zealanders that wanted to say for my brother and the death of my brother. And so Kevin from Wellington Flights Live is the one that actually had it delivered, but it's from all of them. Yeah, that is where these flowers came from. It was delivered to me in sympathy for the loss of my brother a week ago, Sunday, from stomach cancer. I'm Barb, and I welcome you to my home. People have been getting together in my channel, and they asked me if I would stream again tonight. Hey, Christine, I know you're over there with him. I know you're there. Please, I understand that. I know you're over there. It's okay. I know you have your job there. That's number one. I know that. It's okay, darling. Okay. That's good. Yeah. I figure it's been about 3 hours he's been on, so I'm not stepping on him too bad. And besides, I'm not even in the same venue. So I didn't want to make it too late. Wow, 12 people. I think some of you are subscribed and saw a drop-down box that I was live tonight. And if that's the case, thank you so much for being subscribed. Okay, Christine, I just pinned your message. KDD. Hey, you. Good. Glad to see you. Just explaining that the flowers were given to me by the New Zealand group through Kevin from Wellington Flights Live because of the death of my brother. So they were delivered here. Hey, Francie. Thank you. Some people asked me if I would, 3 likes already. Wow. Asked me if I would go live again. So I thought, well, it's evening and we can just relax. Becky Davies is here. I know you are, Katie. I know. I'm okay. But what they did is the New Zealand plane spotters got together and actually, I have the card. What did I do with it? I can show you this and it'll tell you who is responsible for the flowers. So, Katie, Okay, Katie, take a look at this. Take a look at that. Katie D, look at that. That's where the flowers come from. It is, and you know, I've tried to support them in their channels, and so they have an affection. Kevin told me, he said, you are loved very much, and that's the kind of love they show. Yeah, you saw it too, Becky. I need to figure out how to get the water in there and sort of really study this later. That is true. That is true. I'm okay with it. I mean, it's what it is. Sorry. I may cough a little bit tonight. I'm sorry about that. I think it's my sinus that runs down, but um, I think I'm okay. And I put my I have trash pickup. It comes once a week, very handy. And so I put that out, and I have my snack here, my cheese and crackers, and I just thought we'd get together and just talk. We had some wonderful people enter the chat last night that had been watchers, and they just entered the chat and were participating in this. And I had some great words of wisdom, things that I shared with people. It looks like Pete may be shooting for Friday for the JFK stream. Oh, wonderful, Katie. That's crazy. That's good. Yeah, it's late. Oh, I know. It's that time thing. If you look at those flowers, those roses, they're just crazy. Look at that rose on the left. Wow, pilot or first officer? Great. When I look at flight radar and the number of yellow planes, how many pilots there are in this world, I'm stunned. And when I see the planes taking off, like at Madeira, and I know there's two in there, the first officer and the captain. So the company has to have two for every one of those yellow planes. Yep. It's quite amazing, actually. I hope my internet doesn't fail me. I think we're okay. I will be going back out to that sky wheel that I did. I don't know if you were there when I did a couple of lives with all the computer lights on it, but I have spoken to a gentleman and I have permission. So I'll be taking us out to the, well, what you could do, I'm assuming you drive a car. What you could do is go out and go somewhere and go do something and go to a store and go get a hamburger and go do something and walk away from the computer. I'm a very strong advocate in 24/7 is very unhealthy. So you don't need to watch all day. I haven't watched all day. I had lunch and then I went to the store to get my crackers I had forgotten, and then you got to run to the post office and then come home and then a little vacuuming, still not watching anything, and then maybe have a little dinner and find something that's on to watch. I just think it's important. After my brother dying like that, you need to live. Live, live, live. Yeah, an eye appointment. Yeah, I know about that. I had my shot 2 weeks ago in my eye for the ooze, and it is dry. When he took the scan, I said, so after 10 weeks, he said, it's dry, and that's in the macula. So that's saving my sight on the right eye. So yeah, I get eye appointment. Very important. Very important. It's not healthy, Katie. I'm very probably too blunt about that when I talk, but it's not healthy. Um, I mean, I'm pretty straightforward. I'm from New York, so I'm pretty tell it like it is. Unless you're crippled or you got a reason, you need to live life. You need to get out. You need to do something. You cannot just plop yourself down at the desk and turn on the laptop and sit there from one to the other. It's not healthy. It's not healthy for your head. It's not healthy for anything. Now, if you have certain situations like somebody we know that is pretty much can't go anywhere, probably alone, then that's different or whatever. But I just think, it's just not healthy though. I mean, I'll just say it like it is. I've always kind of been honest. Nothing critical. It's just truth. It's not healthy to just sit from morning until night, going from one to the other and sitting in stream. It's just, I was just in NZ1, but that was the first time I was in anything today because I had the lunch and I watched my television, Fox News, about what's going on in Texas. And then I did some vacuuming and I cleaned in the bathroom. It's not healthy to just sit glued to a laptop. That's the way I feel, and I'm pretty honest about it and straightforward about it. I mean, you can enjoy it, but still, to turn on something at 7:30 in the morning and just sit there until 11:30 at night is not healthy. And it's not mentally like that you're all okay up there if you need to do that. Some I understand. We know who, and but it's just not healthy. Yeah, Katie, there's that flood. Um, they've got people missing still now, and they're finding people, and it's not good. It's a very sad situation. It's on my news a lot, from the rescuers, the Coast Guard. They've got volunteers. They've got people in boats. When you have to go down a road in a boat where it used to be a road. And we get these here with the hurricanes. I'm in Hurricane the way. South Carolina, if you look, most of them are aimed right at me. Look at Chantal, the tropical storm, come right at me. So, but it fizzled out. It was nothing. It didn't do anything here. We didn't get any of that kind of rain or anything. But we have had Cat 2, Michael, Florence, direct hit. Do you? Okay, so they actually can cross the border and get up to you from there. That's interesting. I wouldn't have thought that was true. Okay. Yeah, they get the tornadoes from Indiana and Michigan. Huh. Okay. Well, we get tornadoes too now. They'll have a tornado watch. I said in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, there's a tornado. But in these hurricanes on the outer bands, it spawns tornadoes in the outer band. And that's a problem. I've been very lucky since I've lived here, and I've never had water to a flooding situation here. I've never had that, luckily. Oh, I forgot about the lakes. That's right. The lake is there. Yeah, it does pick up. If the water's warm, that's where they sort of suck up the warmth and start spinning. When I see where a tornado has been, or even a hurricane, so the hurricane came, did its damage, turned into a tropical depression, like all big bullies end up being nothing. And there it was, nothing, hardly anything, going up towards New York. But meanwhile, it left behind all this destruction. Down here on one of them, I think it was Michael. I was okay where I was, but some people got hit. It's but I choose to live here. My brother lived, is what my family lives in, where there are earthquakes. But that's where they choose to live, in California. I hadn't thought about that. Yeah, the lake. Those lakes are big enough that that could pick up a little steam. Huh, I hadn't thought of that. It's something to think about. It does. When I was in New York, we had snow blizzards. Oh, Francie, really? But you're the man of the house. You're the honey-do. Honey-do this, honey-do that, honey-do this, honey, honey, honey-do that. It's so nice to have a man around the house to take care of all these little tasks that have to be done. I was starting to tell you, Katie, we had snow. We had a blizzard to the point where the only lane down the middle of my road was one lane. And it was just like, on my driveway, I kept clear because at 2 o'clock in the morning, I was riding my car back and forth to keep it open and not overdone, so that I don't want to be trapped. So I have to get out. I have to be able to get out. That was in Long Island. I had snow here. It's on my channel. Last winter, I had a snowstorm. I videotaped the snow outside coming down, just like as if I was in New York, thick snow. And the next day, I took still pictures for myself and a video of the snow 4 inches deep in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. Snow, 4 inches. Now, Long Island was where Pete, he could very well in the winter get to where he can't get out on the road or get there. It was very weird because the last snow we had the winter before, we actually had an ice storm, and I have video of that with the icicles hanging off by my front door, off the roof. Icicles. And then we have, usually it's a dusting, and by the time the sun is up, it's gone. This was a snowstorm with 4 inches of snow. You can see it on my cars in the video. It's there in my videos. Pete is a sweetheart. I've known him 3 years from a sim where we modded together, a sim that was a representation of JFK. That folded, or something happened, and we remained friends. And Gabriel, stop, come here. Come here. Gabriel, come over here. Come over here. Stop. I need you not to do things, okay? I need you to lay down. I need you to lay down. Come over here. Can you come over here? Can you come over here? Can you come up? You want to come up? You can come up and you can have your treat. They're right here, and you know they're right here. But I need you to be good and stop doing what you're doing, please. All right? I need you to lay down over there and be good, please. There's nothing worse than having you agitate while I'm trying to do something. You want to come up, you can. You can come up here, but you don't finish him, so you don't like him. Oh, it's like having a child in the house. Yeah, that was how we met. So he was already in this channel, and I stumbled into it. Long story short, I saw a stream thing, and I said to it, because I didn't understand, I said, "Are you a robot?" And it timed me out for that comment. So I unsubscribed and left. Well, then I went back and I asked if the owner was there, and he came on, and I told him what happened. And he said, I'm going to fix that so that it'll never happen to you again. And the next time I typed, I had a wrench. And I had now become a moderator there. And over a little bit of time, I became assistant lead moderator with Pete. He was lead, and I became his assistant. Really, actually, a month before the stream appeared. And that was my first experience. And I worked really hard. Yeah, and he told me, he said he didn't want to do that without me. And I said, you don't have to, I'll help you. And I taught him everything about membership because he didn't go around stream, so he didn't know. I said about the green boxes and the donations and what you'll see at the bottom and what they see and when they remember and when they're not. And we worked on the badges together, the tower, ATC tower for LaGuardia, which I talk about in the chat sometimes. That's what it is. It's a picture from a picture he had of the historic original ATC LaGuardia Tower. Only the frames change color with your time membership. And because I helped him and all, that's why you see him calling me Genie, like the genie in a bottle, because I made it happen kind of thing. I said I didn't nod like I Dream of Jeannie did, but yeah, I helped him. And that's why he sort of calls me Genie sometimes. You see him say Genie in the chat and you go, who's he talking to? He's talking to me. And we talk on the phone maybe once a week, unless there's something I have to tell him. I have explained you know who. And, you know, and we're just friends. He's going to come here for my 82nd birthday, I think, and visit. So that will be fun. I have never met him. I'm an hour and a half by plane to Long Island and 10-hour drive, but I have never met him. Yeah, it is helpful. I mean, that's the only one that I really am a working moderator. There is one other channel that I stumbled on. It says watch live at the bottom. It's a very unusual gentleman, and I don't know why he did it. I didn't ask, but he gave me a wrench. And so I actually moderate for him when I go that he's live. The other two that I have are honorary. The Wellington Flight Live and the Mac Aviation are both honorary. I don't step on the moderators. He had no other way, either one of them, to reward, and I say it that way because that's what he said, for helping them in the beginning of the channel and supporting them and trying to build their channels. And I helped them with the badges. and the colors. That's all my fault. And so they did it, and Breaker Bird too has it honorary because he and I kept him going basically in the beginning. Hey, Jenny. I got asked to make a stream, Jenny, so I have. But you know what I have here too? Whoop, it's upside down. Oh, okay. Well, I have that and I have these. So I'm all set for my snacks. Yes, their Food Lion, their brand, and it's the wheat crackers. Judge Jenny. Christine is performing duty elsewhere and will join us after. So Francie said he would take care of everything here. Oh, I'm sorry, Katie. I wish I could give you something. Yeah, I know. Oh, no. Yeah, I thought the same thing. Oh, no. She popped in and I pinned her message. She popped in for a moment and then he said, "Don't worry about it, Christine. I'll take care of Barb." Same thing, Katie. I just had a broiled chicken leg. I had two of them, and I hadn't eaten a lot of it, so I ate that. A piece of cornbread, a Texas toast, and a piece of pound cake. Oh, I have an app for crosswords. I'm trying to keep myself from going senile. Yeah, Christine helps Mike over there in NZ1. So, oh, Katie, I crochet too and knit. I'm not very fancy with the crochet, but I can do what I've made scarves and I've knitted a hat like that matches the hat with the scarf. No, you're okay. But it's good for you then. It'll help you. We don't need you getting confused when you're keeping an eye on you know who. You lost your mojo? I know that feeling. I have sat in this house. You know how much it took for me to put my trash out in the bin? Last week I didn't do it. I was sitting on the sofa and I said, I should do it, and I didn't do it. I just lost my mojo. Yeah. Sometimes I just would rather take a nap, Jenny. Huh. Naps are good. I had one this afternoon after lunch. I took my shot and, my meal shot. And I closed my eyes and I didn't even realize I closed my eyes. And then I woke up and I looked at the clock and it was 5:30. So I got my food, just hit and miss potpourri, like my channel. The chicken and the last piece of the cornbread and the Texas toast with the garlic on it and one slice of the pound cake, red grapes, and just came in, ate that, went to see NZ1, and now here I am. No, I'm all right. I guess I'm peaceful and I'm eating a cracker. I'm just peaceful. The whole idea of my channel, 6 likes. Wow. It's just to hang out. Jenny. That's funny. Oh, so you drive a truck, Frank? And you drive it at night when no one's around? How big is this truck you drive? Are we talking, hey there, 18-wheeler? Or are we talking about a little panel truck? Thank you. I know the people are watching, 7 likes. Thank you so much. So the flowers, to explain, are from a group of people because my brother died a week ago Sunday of stomach cancer. And they sent this flower bouquet to me yesterday to just cheer me up. So I'm sharing it with the channel. Well, hey, Greg. So you said in that chat that you set the goal, get the shot August. All right, Katie. Thank you for coming by. Yeah, I've got a few stories. I try to put them out there. She's a good moderator. If you're getting a shot, yeah, you can drive yourself. Yeah, if cataract, you have to take somebody. Greg, which eye is it? Your right one or your left? It was a mix. I was in an aircraft hangar up in a thing called the Crow's Nest. I had a chief, it was a male, and I had 4 sand crabs that worked around me. All right, but which eye is it, Greg? That's what you call a civilian that works with you, a sand crab in the Navy. More stories. Oh boy. So your eye is bleeding inside. Which eye is it? You didn't say. This is your right eye or your left eye? Wow. Oh, I thought you were saying Right, I left the chat. Right, I left the chat. Oh boy. All right, you need to get there. You need to get there. No question. I had not a bleed, but they called it wet MD. Oozing, like if you scraped yourself and you saw a little bit of oozy blood, like that. I would think so, and maybe take your Tylenol. I never had pain. I had cataract. I knew that it was hard to see distances. And when I went and got checked, she said, okay, so I want to tell you, Barbara, now you do know you have cataracts. And they slowly creep up more and more across your vision. And she said, you also have a wet MD in the right eye. And that was when I started to get the shot to dry it up, and it is dry now. Very important. Yeah, you want to do the cold. Oh, I'm so sorry. Ugh. And you tell somebody I'm going to get a shot in my eye and they'll cringe because it sounds barbaric, and it is, but it'll save your sight. Hey, Pete, there he is. I was just talking to Katie on how I met you and how we met. She said she was wondering about that and how we had met. Well, I told her the story a little bit. You'll be asleep very soon. I have to ask you, Pete, Kathy come out okay? I could ask you in a text how Kathy did. If you want to tell me that way, you can. Yes, and I told him no. And pull it down on the floor. Greg is having what I have and what Kathy has. Greg, his wife Kathy does it too. The eye. Greg is going in August to do what I did 2 weeks ago and what Kathy does. What Kathy does. I think I have to see a picture of Greg because I don't believe what I'm being told. I got rid of the crown thing. Really? Breaker, welcome. Breaker, as they all know, is in Texas, so he can kind of fill us in with what's going on. I think he said that there is a river near him that would maybe act up. When I put my trash out before, I had a rain passed over. Beautiful light rain, like a really pretty shower, and then it was stopped. Yeah, Greg is in August. He's now got a confirmed doctor's appointment at a place where he can get, the doctors can do the scans. They're going to do a scan, Greg, where you look in a thing and see a cross and look in the center. They want to scan the eye and determine the amount of whatever you have going on. To just know they'll probably do that there. I had that done with me, Greg. And they also want to see when you cover one eye, what can you read, and then cover the other eye. The girl does that before you actually get into the chair with the doctor. So just, but you'll be fine, you know. You've got professional doctor. My guy that does my shot is very compassionate, understanding. He's very thorough, and it doesn't hurt. Oh, one Mike, there he is. The day is going slow. I went to the store, and that was about it today. The rest of the time, I did like Greg. I ate. Yeah, well, I started it, so okay, I'm 81. I started it in 2024. I started getting the shots in the middle of the summer, so I was 80 before I turned 81 last October. So yeah, and I got it in time. That's the main thing. I got it so it hadn't done real bad damage. That eye, I can see out of that eye really, really well. That's funny you say 80 because that's what I was 81, I guess, when I was actually probably 80 when she saw the wet MD going into 2024 after I was ill. So yeah, but I'm okay now because I've got the cataracts done and I'm getting my shot. My next one is September, 10 weeks. He said if I'm still dry, in other words, when they do that scan that they want you to look with your eye at the little dot in the middle of the cross and you'll see a red line moving around, they're taking a scan. It shows whether there's any blood. And I'm dry. I'm dry. So Pete, you know 01 Mike. I've known him in chats for a good number of time. I have you, Mike, on a text too if we need to talk. I have an open text with you. Oh boy, Greg, you know how I feel about that. I used to smoke till the age of 43. I stopped. Cataracts, they didn't say it was blood pressure, but it's if your lens is in a live tissue, this cataracts just form there. I have plastic in my eyes now and will never have a cataract again. Will my vision deteriorate? The actual eyeball itself is the only thing, but the cataract will never come back. And I don't have high blood pressure. I mean, I had AFib, but the blood pressure, I'm not like this crazy high blood pressures. Bionic lenses. That's exact. I say I have bionic eyes. They take out the living lens. I know it sounds terrible, but anybody that's going to have it, I can explain. And then they put in the new lens. So I'm looking up at the light, and I just look straight ahead, and they kind of have your head in a, they don't lock your head down, but you know enough not to move. And she puts her hand on your forehead and stuff. And I saw the light, and all of a sudden the light got much brighter. That was because the cataract was not blocking the light any longer. A cataract is like looking through wax paper. It blocks your vision. So all of a sudden the light was bright. Then I saw the edge of the new lens coming in. At that point, when I stated that, the anesthesiologist gave me a little more stupid juice in my arm. And the next thing I know, okay, we're all set, Barbara. So that's how they do it. Okay, Greg. The cataract sounds very frightening, and I was. But my brother had had it done a year ago. He was okay. And the doctor I had, she's exceptionally good at it. I mean, really, you have to get somebody really good at it, is probably the point. Really, really good at it. This is not a joke. They have to be good at it. And she is. She had told me when I was going to the retina, she said, and Barbara, I do a very good cataract surgery. I said, I think probably you do, ma'am. And I can hardly wait until you do it and free me from my limited vision to the car in front of me and the tail lights, but it's blurry. It's a freeing thing. And so when you come out of the doctor and you get in the car with your ride, as you're driving home, if you close the other eye and look through, you can really like, oh my God, I can actually see that Burger King and see that sign when you have this like a cup over your eye with holes in it. I took that off in my living room and couldn't believe what I could see in my living room and the things, how clear it was. So it is, like Jenny said, it's amazing what they can do. And in the old days, you went blind. Okay, Pete, if you want to even move up the time, when you set it, if you want to build that in, and I will watch for it, and then I will notify your moderators like I normally do. And of course, she has my good thoughts, Kathy. It's a couple of hours of this is a real nuisance, but without it, I'm going to bleed. And if I bleed, that's bad for the macula and I can go blind. So you get the shot so you don't bleed, so you protect the inner eye. But it's from the time you get in the car, la-di-da, drive to the doctor and wait and get the pictures and okay, and yes, it's dry, and then numb the eye and numb, and numb the eye and numb more numb and sitting in the chair. I've gone home and I'm the only person in the office. My office is closed almost because I'm the last patient. It's just what it is. You just sort of devote that time, the 2.5 hours maybe, to it. You just do it. but you only do it every 10 weeks. Yes, you can drive after the shots, but not the cataract. The cataract lady from church took me. It just feels a little bit like when I get to the traffic light, I use that refresh that they give us, and I'll put one in that eye just to sort of freshen it up a little. I can see out of the other eye, and I can see both of the cars in front of me, and it doesn't bother you. And I can see the fluid in my eye if I put my head back. I know that sounds like, oh, but I can see the medicine that's in my eye for a little while until it dissolves into the fluid. It's I I put my sunglasses on. Yes, I have them in the car. So I will walk out with my eye kind of closed, get in the car, put on the sunglasses before I drive home. They're Ray-Bans. Now the cataract I had to wear very dark that they give you. I don't have them. Do I have them here? I think they're in the car. Um, they're a dark glass, and you put that over the cup that's over your eye that she did the cataract. Probably Greg. Yeah, if so, this is for Greg. So this is for Greg. So when I go there, Greg, so she calls me in and we go into the little room and they give you a thing to hold, cover one eye, cover the other eye. Can you see that line? Yes. Now, how about that one a little smaller? Yes. And now, how about that? No, I can't read that. That's too small. Now, do the other eye. Now, go into a room with a machine, look in with the eye and stare at that dot in the middle of the cross. And she's taking a scan to see what is going on the inside of your eye. And then you go and you wait, and they take you into one of the rooms. You sit in the chair, and they start numbing the eye. And they will make sure that is numb. So it takes time to do that with the drops. And then a sort of a gel stuff. Then he came in and he said, "Okay, I think you're ready." I said, "I hope so." And he holds your eye open, but you don't care because you don't need to blink because you can't feel anything, sort of. But you can move that eye. You still can move your eye even if it's numb. It's just he can put a Q-tip on your eye, you don't feel it, which he does. And then he says, "All right, I want you to look to the left. You keep your head straight for me now." And I look to the left so that the white is exposed. And he gives me the shot. And then I sit for a minute because it's like, whew, okay. And then I go and they take me to the checkout, get my next appointment, give me my refresh, and out the door into the car, put on the sunglasses, drive home, sit on the sofa, and that's it. Make dinner when I feel like it. You'll be okay, Greg. That's kind of the routine, but that can take 2.5 hours. Okay, good. Well, don't do it while you're driving, Greg. You know what I mean? What am I going to do with that guy? But that's for Greg, the routine that you can expect to happen when you go to get the shot in your eye. Cataract is different. That was this description of a little bit of an idea of what to expect for Greg. If they hadn't caught it, I might have noticed my sight disappearing on that eye. So that was for you, Greg. And you'll be fine because the staff know exactly what they're doing. These are just not people that walked in off the turnip truck and got the job. These are people who are trained in what they're doing. You'll be fine. And I'm here with you, and we'll do the stream before you go. And you just keep me reminding me when you're going, and we'll be here for you. That's what I said, Greg. The whole procedure from where she says, all right, Greg, you want to come in? Probably because they're going to ask you the first time questions. Okay, so you're taking the medication, and do you take a vitamin? And then you got to look at the little numbers through the thing and all that, and then get the scan. They have trouble getting my scan because my eye wiggles a little. But you probably don't have that, so they'll just say, oh, okay, we're all set. I'm just telling you for you. I kind of want people to be happy too, Greg. That's why I'm here. I want people to come from situation like I've just recently had, the death of my brother. Or maybe something hurts you. I have 11 likes. Wow, this is extraordinary. And just come and relax. And I got permission, Pete. You weren't here, but I just had a phone call from just to make sure that it was okay. And I have complete permission at that Sky Wheel at Broadway at the beach. And on my stream, I will probably put the guy's name and that I have permission. So YouTube should probably just back off and be okay. Because I have complete permission. I have it on message on the phone. He can't give me anything, an email. He can't send anything to me, but all they have to do is call him and ask. So I will make sure, and I already said to that, I'm probably going to put your name. And so that if they want to check before you tell me that maybe that's a boo-boo, I have permission to do that. So we can go do that and take the stream out a little bit and stuff. So I'm most pleased with. I only had Pete, and I don't know if it was referring to that because they don't really necessarily tell you everything. But I don't even want to think about it. And it was fine. But we have no problem now because the man just told me. He said, I personally, it's a public thing and I don't care. And he named YouTube and the whole thing. He said, and if you want to do it or video, everything. So we're good to go. And that's the way it is. So there's my New York Minute. Back off. It's okay. The man told me it's okay. Call him. Ask him. It's okay. So we can take the stream out in the evening and go and see the lights. And we'll do that eventually. I have my brother's funeral this Thursday. I just want to let my friends know that I do have the link now from my sister-in-law that will put you in the church. And then when they turn it on, like we go live and it comes live. Just like at my church, they go live on Sunday. There's a picture of a cross, and all of a sudden, there's the guy standing there talking. Good morning and welcome to the stuff. This will be televised, his funeral. so that I didn't, and other friends of theirs that live on Long Island don't have to hop on a plane and find a hotel. So it will be this Thursday. Now for Pete and me, it's 2:30 in the afternoon, 3 hour difference. It's 11:30 a.m. California time. Just so you know, I mean, if you're into, I have some people that said they want to go and watch it. Greg, you're a good guy. You're going to be fine with this thing in August. Just relax because we're here. And Pete can tell you, because his wife gets it and she's fine. She's fine. He brings her home and they eat dinner. She's fine. Okay, whatever you count, it's 11:30 USA California time in the morning at this Catholic church where they probably have got one of their tech people coming in or two of them that will turn on like we have on Sunday, turn it on so that it's now live. I have the link. Yeah, my sister, I saw it. My sister-in-law sent it to me in her text, and I haven't gone there because I was live. But when I do, I will go there, get it, and post it on my Facebook on that picture where I'm updating where stuff about my brother. And I'll send it to you, Pete. ERB! Hey! Edson. Hey, Edson. Good to see you. $13 likes. Wow. Extraordinary. Thank you, ERB. I'm glad you're back. So, I mean, the people that have the Facebook, and a lot of people have gone. I have 45 comments of nice things that have been said. What I did is my nephew, his oldest son, I have a text with him and we're Facebook friends. So, what I've asked him to do is, and I told my sister-in-law, go to Keith and ask him to bring up my Facebook page on his phone and just read the nice things in the comments that people are saying that know me here or on the internet, and just look at it, read it. And I hope Keith did it. It's okay, Pete. And so for Edson, it would be he's an hour later than us, so it'd be 3:30 p.m. Thursday for the funeral. But it's California. You just have to figure out California time is 11:30 a.m. And it's very good because they have friends. They lived on Long Island out in Suffolk County for a long time, and she worked, and she has friends from the church there and from work, and they have people that they knew that just can't all go hop on an islip to an airplane and go to California. So they do it live like we do Sunday. As a matter of fact, last Sunday I was the reader and the server at my church. It's all right there on the camera. So no excuse if anybody going, well, there it is. Big as life. Frank, stop. My mate after the meetings in the morning for about 4 hours at the local bar. Oh my God. Greg, I told you, numb, numb the eye, numb drops. And then after you get the shot, she comes along with beautiful, nice, fresh, clean, cold water and rinses that eye all out. Oh, it feels so good. You're going to love it. You're going to tell me, you're going to say, oh my God, that was the best part. Rinses all the stuff out of that eye, and you have a Kleenex so that, get all that gel and all of that numb stuff. You don't feel it. I don't feel it when he comes. He goes, okay, Barb, you hold still. I know he's there. I know he's doing it, but I don't feel it. I told you that. You won't feel it because it's numb. Numb the eye, numb. You're okay. Well, no, I don't, Greg. I mean, you were expressing concern on one of our streams. And so, but like I just am letting you know what I know that mine did. And there's nothing to worry about. You don't feel it, but it's gonna, if you have a bleed, this medicine will stop it. When you go back, they can tell how the medicine's working and continue to issue you the correct medicine to dry that up so that you preserve your sight. I'm getting more Coke, my bottle. I know you're probably not worried, but you sounded worried on a stream back a ways, Greg. And so we haven't talked about it since. So I only remember that you were concerned. Not worried, concerned. So I'm just letting you know that's my routine. And I'm on a 10-week. I started out 6-week, 8-week, 10-week, 10-week. And if it's still dry next time, he's going to go to 3 months for the shot. It's a procedure. It's a doctor visit. It's the doctor office. It's the go here, go to that room, put the stuff in. It's a thing. It's something happening to you. And that is where the anxiety comes in. Breaker's exactly right, what he's saying there. Yeah, that's it. But I've been there, done that. So I can tell you. I'm not saying you're worried. I'm just telling you what the routine was that I had and that it's okay. Jenny, do you want to make a thing in the chat asking people to subscribe and like on my channel? If you do make that, I'd like to put it on the pin. I like to change it off a little bit. so that different ones here have it. I'll just be watching for something that Jenny posts. Get you too, Pete, unless you fall asleep. Yeah, write me something, Jenny, like you see Christine has in the pin. I want to pin you. I want you to make me something that I can put on the pin that will ask people to help the channel. So cute. So cute. There you go, Jenny. Thank you. I figured that one out, Pete. Really has the only person that can do it is the owner. $14 likes. Okay, I saw 13. So 14, almost 15 in an hour and a half. For me, oh, Greg. Oh, 348. Somebody did that after the stream last night. Somebody went and looked that had been in the watcher. And I guess they took a look at my channel and they want to be able to know when we're coming back. So I hope they like, there's a video on there with the flowers that I put on last night. It's not a short. I put it on as a video of the flowers. Well, I'm hoping some of the people that come to watch tonight might add to that. I'd like to get back up to the 350. You saw it, Jenny, so you were able to bring up that video. It's about 4 minutes long. Just wanted to show some of the roses and some of the flowers. I like to keep a record of these things. That's what my channel's all about. It's about potpourri. It's a little of everything. You go from a thunderstorm, a snowstorm, to a video of flowers. It's a little of whatever you want to look at. And that's what I'm hoping people will enjoy. And that's the whole reason it's here, the channel. Thank you, Jenny. I'm glad you liked it. As I say, it arrived yesterday. I got a call. I didn't recognize the name, but I said hello. I said hello. And the gentleman said, "Hi, is this Barbara Sterling?" I said, "Yeah." He said, "I just put a delivery by your front door. Enjoy it." And I sort of turned and looked because I can see my front door, as you know, and I could see the top. I said, "Oh." And I said, "Thank you, sir." And I went and got them, and here they are. It's just a little of every. When I see something, one day I was going and a whole flock of geese were crossing the road and all the cars had to stop. Well, I would have videotaped that if I wasn't in a hurry to do something else. So, I mean, it's just a little of everything. I was coming home and the clouds over the supermarket were beautiful. So I pulled in the gas station, got out of the car, and I videotaped it. And I was able to add the music. And when they say add this sound, that's YouTube saying it's okay. And I added Creedence Clearwater Revival to it. And I have 1,100 views on that. But it's just a little of everything. I mean, the clouds were beautiful. And I just did a short on it. That's just what I'm looking for. I'm just looking for that moment. When it was up on the stool over here on the chair, I don't want him to pull it down. And no, he's not even in the room right now here. I think he's in the bedroom. But he didn't go after him. No, he looked at him and I told him, he knows he's smart. I said, no claw. I mean, he's a good boy. I'm waiting for Daryl to wake up and see my cheese. Yeah, I mean, they all get, and Gabriel understands. I mean, he knows the words, he knows the sound of the words and what they mean. I believe you should talk to your animal. I know people that have a cat and they never talk to it. And what's the point, really? If it's supposed to be a member of the family, you're supposed to be able to talk and have it interact with you and understand. I said earlier, come here, Gabriel. He came over where I asked him to come over because he knows the sound of those words. You want to come up? And he came up on the so. I mean, I just think, there's no point having an animal and it's over there and you're over here. He's waiting for someone to come back to work, dish out work. Term 2 holidays for school kids, 2 weeks off, then term 3. Okay. I just think you need to talk. You want to be like Michael Jackson, you want a monkey? He had a monkey, right, Pete? Oh, don't do that. Oh my God. You know what? He could do it. I can see Kathy's reaction now. And come on over, kids. I have something in the house I'd like to show you. They walk through the door and there's this monkey looking at them. Oh my gosh. Squirrel monkey. Now I'd like to have a little squirrel. That would be fun. Okay, Pete. I had a little that green lizard in my house once. I didn't realize my glass door was closed or wasn't closed all the way, so it got between the doors. When I opened the front door, it was in the house. Oh, I egged it to the back door on the patio. Oh, yeah. For those watching, I put a special note from one of my moderators. If you'd subscribe and like on the channel, you would really help my growth with YouTube. And please go have a look at my channel. Take a look at my videos, my shorts. See if there's something you want to look at. Done, Jenny. Hey, Christine. I'm glad you're here. Okay, Christine, I understand. Absolutely. Number one. That's funny. We have to give him a break because he apparently made her of something sandwich, a semi earlier that she really liked. So, yes, he is. This will tell you, Pete, who's who. Christine and Dave, Jenny and Daryl, Rob Wong, Sean, and Mike and Katie. Yes, incognito. And Jenny has one named Daryl, but he's what's no working. That's it, working still. And Kevin, what's the first one there with Harry? Harry is his other half. Uh-oh. Jenny. She's funny. She's funny. Telly, hey Telly. While y'all are talking on that, I have something amusing about eagles. So my chat icon is an eagle. My channel icon is an eagle. The eagle is Harriet from Ozzie and Harriet, South Florida Eagle Cab, the nest down there. And Harriet, Ozzie and Harriet were the original eagles. Ozzie was killed and Harriet continued and met M15. So Harriet, I have her as my icon from a picture that a lady took that she gave me. So my icon is an eagle. The name of that eagle is Harriet. I met Kevin's last name is Eagles, and his wife is Harriet. And he saved my life. Think about that. Yeah, Kelly, I told Christine, same thing. Go ahead. Think about that, ERB, that I would find him. And when I first told him, he asked me, and I said, that Harriet, the matriarch eagle, raised many, many clutches of eaglets. Harriet, he said, my wife's name is Harriet. I think it was, yeah. And his last name is Eagles. They were put in my life, have welcomed me into their family. There's a New Zealand word for it. Jenny probably knows what it is. Something like Wachua. And they consider me like family. All of that, Kevin and I have thought about it a number of times. It's like, okay, because I had that eagle icon for a long time. I've had it since I started. So I didn't get it after I met him. He saw the eagle in the chat and on the text when I talked to him. I have an eagle icon. His last name is Eagles, and his wife is Harriet. That's the bird that I have in my icon. Think about that. It's like I have the one cat, Gabriel, yes, still. A year ago, I lost the other one. Heartbreak. 15 likes. Wow, thank you very much, everybody. I do want people that are watching to go look at my channel, see if there's something that you like. If you haven't subscribed, maybe you will. And then, like I just posted the video of the flowers. If you were subscribed, you would have gotten a little notice on that. So you could have clicked on it and go look. Yeah, the cat belongs to his son, but his son couldn't keep it any longer, so it was shipped in an airplane. I had trouble with that. Shipped in an airplane up to Kevin. The other cat was called Squeaky because instead of meow, she would go ah, and couldn't really do it. Her vocal cord never developed. So I called her Squeaky. It was a female short hair. I have pictures. Christine, you know, I understand. Christine, she has a, you know, she's a moderator for Mike over there at NZ1, and you know, that's yeah, Squeaky is right, ERB. That's what. Okay, Christine. Christine is a moderator for New York City Aviation as well. And has accepted the position to help me here. I had 15, then it went to 14, now back to 15 likes because you can't hit it twice. You think, oh, I'm going to give her a whole bunch of likes. Well, all you're doing is taking it away. Thank you, Breaker. 16. Oh, really, ERB? Really? Oh, why? Now it just went back to 15. Telly, thank you for coming. Telly NZ. Telly is also a moderator for New York City Aviation too, as well. You come Friday to Pete's Stream and you can run into him, I hope. "13 people watching. Oh, 18 likes now. Oh, wow. That went up very quickly. Well, if you are watching and you're not one of the ones that's already done it, if you will subscribe to this channel, you'll help me reach my goal with YouTube, and the likes also will give me visibility with YouTube. They look at your popularity and then can judge your visibility on the chat on their platform. Yeah, Telly does do that. Oh, yeah, he should have told Greg it has to be. No, the doctors will not be in the pub. The doctors start very early around here. I'm impressed. My cataract doctor, she'd already been done 2 of them by when I got there at 9:30. Absolutely, Telly does. And perfect timing, too. Being that Pete is in the United States on the East Coast, it becomes a little bit difficult to monitor the chat. So the UK starts, but then they're 5 hours ahead. So pretty soon it's bedtime. And that is when Christine and Telly and Marsh, if you can come, kick in. And they come and they help Pete for the second to last part of the stream. It's pretty much a win-win situation. And Pete and I are most grateful to Telly and Christine for helping the channel. I've heard of that, Becky's Live Aviation. Yeah, it's too many. I just can't. I just can't spend my life sitting at a monitor. Cripple Greg. Oh, Greg. Christine, he's not been a naughty boy mostly. I won't say totally, but mostly. Greg is going to be able to say, "Are you all right, Greg?" The doctor will say, "So are you all right?" "Oh, yeah, I got my pub in the back seat of the car. I'll be fine." That's what I'm afraid of, Francie. But Christine's here now, so I'm not worried. I just say, Christine, I know you're here now, and I can breathe a sigh of relief. That's the other part of the shot in the eye. I'm getting it through veterans, and they deal with a health insurance. It doesn't like it comes out of the treasury to pay the bill. The government actually contracts with one of the health insurance firms, but I get the notice of what it costs. 20 likes, thank you. So you want to know what my shot costs in the eye? $4,200. And if I get the numbing shot before that, which I don't feel, that's $850. And the veterans is taking care of it with the insurance. Yep, that's it. I had a friend in Texas many years ago now, and she was taking chemotherapy. She was taking the oral pill, $2,000, one pill. While I was in the other church that I was in prior, there was a lady that had the cancer, and I was working in the bookstore, and she came in and we just got to talking. And when you're getting the chemo, sometimes they got to give you the white cell shot. And she told me her white cell shot, $7,000. One shot. My brother had one treatment and then they stopped, and because it was going to be 2 weeks, the next one, but he didn't survive it. I don't know what that cost. Eventually, I probably could find out, but I know that sometimes these chemo shots can be $8,000 a shot. I don't know. Kathy gets the same eye shot that I get. Mine is $4,200. Oh, yeah, you should be. You should be fine. And I would definitely, the doctor's office that referred you to the specialist can check that. They can check that. They call. Trust me, they call. I'm going to be on a 3 months. If it's dry next time, they'll put me on 3 months. So it would be for a year. I've been getting it. I just had it and it was 10 weeks. He wants me to do one more 10-week, putting me up into September. And then if it's dry, the scan that you have to look in the thing that Greg will have to do, that they have to know how what the eye is doing in there. The only way to see what exactly where he's at. Then he'll put me on 3 months. But I am, as you all know, a Navy veteran. And I have just been approved, and I'm waiting for the call from the doctor who will do it to me, approved for the Watchman veterans. The Watchman can run $100,000. According to the guy that I was talking to at Food Line, who was telling me about when he got the Watchman. I'm just waiting for that call, probably this week. The old, hello, Barbara. Yeah, hi. So we'd like to schedule your consultation with Dr. Goebel. So let's see what I have open. And you'll come in and you'll talk to him and he'll tell you what he's going to do, how he's going to do it, when he's going to do it, and all of that. And then we'll schedule you for your appointment. to have it done. They'll go in a vein through the groin and place this thing on my heart. Then I will not have to take blood thinners because it's dangerous at my age to take them. Oh, 21. Oh, yeah, I see 20 now. Okay, on the tablet, 21. That's very good. That's nice. Maybe by 2.5 hours, I'll have 25. And then when YouTube looks this over, they'll go, oh, I guess they like it. And they'll give me my visibility. And if you haven't subscribed, I wish you would. Look at that little pin by Greg. You can hit the subscribe button that's either at the top or the bottom. It's there somewhere. Free. And hit the all bell. And then when I post that video with the flowers that's on the channel now, you would have known it. But the Watchman is a little nerve-wracking. But if I can go there, I have to get a ride. And you can't drive yourself. The hardest part, they said, is laying flat for 2 hours to clot where he went in the vein. That cannot bleed in the car. You will not make it to the hospital because it's a main vein and you'll bleed out. So they have to make sure it's stopped. I will be able to stop my blood thinner probably prior to it, so I don't have that situation. And then I understand you still have to take it for 45 days, but after that you can stop your blood thinner, which is dangerous at my age. I already have things that pop out on my skin. It's not a good thing. And but I hope I get through it okay. It's been around for years. People do it all the time, I've been told. It's called The Watchman by Boston Scientific. It's on YouTube. If you're scrolling around YouTube, you'll probably come up with the ad. Are you tired of taking blood thinners? Watchman by Boston, blah, 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 and it goes on. Learn more. And it's just like rolling off, like doing the cataract, rolling off. He probably does 2 or 3 of them a day. Gonna put this thing up the artery and on my heart. It's okay. It'll be okay. I told Kevin at Wellington I will let him know when it's happening, and I will let Pete know too. Not warfarin is very bad. You have to, and those are very bad. You have to have your blood checked every 2 weeks. Yeah, I take Xarelto. Those are not the best ones that they've shown take. Those are a little on the dangerous side. The Xarelto just thins the blood in it, but I don't get to have, I go every 6 months and get a check, but you know, the liver's okay, the kidneys are okay, everything is okay. I just take, but at my age, if I bleed, I will bleed more. I could bleed at this age. That would be okay if I'm not on a blood thinner and would heal up. On the blood thinner, I had my mouth one time and I just bled profusely from a abscess on the top of my teeth. And it wouldn't stop because of the blood thinner. It's dangerous. I think my mother would be 92 this December. When I prick my finger or when I think, it does stop. But the blood, Xarelto prevents it from pooling in that sac on the top of your heart. The Watchman is going to block the blood from going in there. And the blood will just flow through the heart the way it's supposed to. even if I have a little AFib. So I should be okay for whatever life I have left. You have to go and get your blood. You have to go and be checked. From what I had heard with those, um, we don't want to. I don't want to do that. No. But it's time. It's time to get off of this. And the Watchman, which is the next big thing for me, is, and I will let Pete know when I'm doing it, and I will let Kevin know. I have to get a ride. I have a lady from the church, Karen. I said to her, I don't know, but we're getting close. And she, if she's free, she said she will drive me. And just so many things that can be maybe good or not good. Yes. But I checked with my heart doctor, and what I'm on is safe, but not good at my age because my vessels are getting thinner and things. And so that's why a little thing appeared on my arm as if it like bled through the skin. It shouldn't. I have to get off them, is what I have to do. And so the Watchman prevents, the way they said it to me is if you have to have heart surgery for something while he's in there, a lot of times they'll remove that useless pouch on the top of the heart. So you don't, even if you don't have AFib, let's get rid of it. Then there's no chance the blood can get in there and pool and clot. And it clots very easy, blood. I have to get off the blood thinners, but I have to be protected against that pouch. So I have to get the Watchman in there. I think I'm a 0 plus. Be honest with you, I'm not really sure. I know I'm a 0, but I think it's a plus. No, I'm not going to have the ablation where they burn the heart to stop the AFib because I'm not a candidate for that. Because I was in sinus rhythm this morning when I checked on my cuff. And he had told me many years ago, he said, you're not a candidate. A person that has it so it's bouncing out of their chest, that's a person we want to ablate. But when I see him for the Watchman, he will bring this up. And I will talk to him, and he's very good, highly recommended. The heart doctor at the Veterans says, oh, I know him. Oh, yeah, I know him. And a friend of mine had a Watchman in Florence, and she said, oh, you got the Grand Strand guys? Oh, really good. And that's what he is, the Grand Strand guy. So I will put myself in trust with him. He'll put me to sleep pretty rather quickly, I hope, so I don't have to think about it. And I'll wake up and it'll be all done. I hope. Oh, you're A plus, Pete? Oh, Lordy. Come to my blood drive. I need you. He's funny. You are funny, Frank. Dave. I think that's what I am, Jenny. O plus. It's O minus that's the little rarer. I think it's the minus. Telly is A plus plus. Oh, well, that's good. Wow. Funny. Yeah, I think so. O plus. When I run my blood drives, some of my donors are A plus. I got an AB negative. I have B. These are good blood types that are very much needed in the blood drive system. Yeah, common, because people that we have that people in my blood drive that I run for the church with the American Red Cross Blood Services. They come to our fellowship hall set up, and I get them donors from church, but outside people come and they have some O's and they're happy for those. And that's true, Pete. Yeah, that O can go. That's right. I hadn't remembered that until you brought that up. 22. Oh, thank you, people. Somebody of the 12 that are watching us talking about blood gave me a like, a couple of likes, and I really appreciate that. You're just knocking YouTube through the wall. I'm really grateful. I think you should, Jenny. You know, I took 3 pints of blood when I was ill a year ago from a bleeding ulcer. 3 people got up on a bed and put their arm out, and a phlebotomist took a pint of blood from them that I saw hanging over my head. And it was into the back of my right wrist. I can show you where I had the thing. It was right here, right there. That's where the needle went in, right there. And that's where the blood came in. And I have that blood because of them. Jenny, that's funny. It's true. That's what it's all about, potpourri. Everything and anything. But 3 people donate. I know that they figured out I needed that my hemoglobin was like 8. That's too low. That means I don't have. And so they put the needle in and they put a pine. I saw it just like my donor, the bag hanging off the donor, same thing, hanging up over my head. And it was going in. And then she said, okay, we got to give you one more. So I had 2. While I was down in the triage before I made it up to a room, they gave me a third. 3 people saved my life. I use Lay's. I use 65% fat-free Lay's in the yellow bag. Same with me, Christine. When I go for my checkup, it's a real battle to get in there and get the sample. I've never eaten the Pringles. I don't know. The Lay's, I just had them for lunch today. The yellow bag, it says 65% fat free on the front of the bag. Wow, Telly. My sister-in-law also had a bleed, and they had to give her blood. My brother actually took her to the hospital. The doctor got the report and saw the hemoglobin and said, "Here's what I want you to do, David." That was my brother. "Take her to the hospital immediately. I'll tell them you're coming." Egg salad. You're wrong. Out of here. You're out of here. Hey, Suze, you need to know that I get no inside information from Pete. Just because we're very close and I'm his sidekick and we kind of do this together, you think, oh, I'll bet she knows. No, I don't. He's very tight-lipped and he doesn't tell me. So I have to guess like the rest of you. Egg salad. ERB. And now he's going to check on everybody and see how they are. That's funny. That's funny. So that this chat has turned into a medical discussion. Oh dear. New channel subject. So I have no idea during the stream when I do the poll and I do my vote. I have no idea what the sandwich of the day is because my master there, Pete, does not tell me. Somebody said, "Oh, you talk to him all the time and you're friends and he loves you and you love him. He probably tells you, right?" I said, "Nope. Nope, he doesn't tell me. He won't tell me. I have to guess like the rest of you." Christine got it? What did she? She's 23 likes. Oh, we might get to 25. You can do it, 11 of you. Oh, well, how many are in the chat? Probably already did a like. If you have, 10, go look at the channel. Please look at my content and my video that I just put on of the flowers. It's under videos, 4 minutes. Take a look at my channel and just see the different subjects that I have. I tell you what each video is and just look at them. I'm good, Suze. I'm glad you went and looked. Very good, yes. Oh my gosh. Poor Telly. Oh my goodness. Oh, but you're here to talk about it, and so am I. Oh my goodness. But that's my statement on the Sammich New York City aviation streams. I do not know what the sandwich of the day is. I guessing like the rest of you. Wow. You know, Telly, I was really sick a year ago from the diabetic coma and then the bleeding ulcer. But I made it and you made it. You're here. And I have your picture and I've shown it to Pete, and you're a wonderful looking gentleman, Telly, and a wonderful moderator for Pete on his channel, and Christine. Um, it is close, but that's still early because I have nowhere to go tomorrow and the rest of the day to get there. My next something is air conditioning maintenance on the 24th. And of course, the funeral on Thursday. Yes, ERB, and I know if you have to go, but you were here. You were here to watch over my chat. Edson, that's just really sweet. Thank you. And Telly's just having lunch. A day ahead, but he's just having lunch. Crazy. I know, and I fall asleep. I fell asleep on Peachstring, New York City Aviator. I fell asleep on that. I woke up when he was playing the little song at the end. I just fell asleep. I fell asleep on Kevin after about the first half hour. I closed my eyes and I was exhausted. I'm tired. I'm tired. And I woke up after the stream was over. Well, you are somebody told me that. It said, geez, if I want to go to sleep, I just listen to Pete. Because you have that chest sound. I don't have it but you as a male, as a man, have that sound. Yes, Suze. So if I'm looking at 11 o'clock at night, 11 to 11 the next morning, to 11:12, 1, 2, so 3 o'clock in the afternoon, bright-eyed and bushy-tailed, only planes decide to have a stream at 11 o'clock at night the night before for me. The worst is Kevin, and it's 2 a.m. when he has it for me. 2 a.m. It's and I'm sometimes awake. Rob. Everybody knows who Rob is now, right? Everybody knows Rob from Auckland, New Zealand. Oh, 24? Okay. If I can get to 25, I'll go to 3 hours So we have about 25 minutes on my clock on the tablet. It says 2 hours and 34 minutes of streaming. So we'll go to 3 hours. That'll give us time to chat a little more and everything. And maybe I get some of those 12 people watching to give me a like and subscribe to this channel. That subscribe is no money. It's just you click the button and then click the little bell all, and then you know when I posted that video of these flowers. You would have gotten a little notification. Barbara P. Sterling, watch now, play later, when I post something, or rainstorm, or a thunderstorm, or ducks crossing a road, or potpourri, a lot of everything. You subscribe, you kind of know, you don't have to come, but you get a notice that something has happened, and then you could come. Yeah, go ahead, ERB. You are funny, Greg. There's no question. Sheep. Oh, yeah, Telly, I need that. Yeah, ERB, thank you for watching over my chat, helping to watch over my chat. 17 people, it shows there. If you can give me the likes for YouTube to help my channel with the visibility, and if you could subscribe, go look at my content on my platform. It's a little of everything. Maybe you can find something you enjoy watching. And if you subscribe, I posted last night a video of these flowers that I made. And it's under videos. And you would have gotten a little drop down box that I posted. And you would have known. You could have clicked and go. That's all subscribe is. And I hope that some of you will join my channel and join my community. Christine, I like that, and just pinned your message. Good night, ERB. Edson, have a wonderful rest. And I'm not sure, I probably will be here tomorrow. I'd like to see if I can get as many people involved in the channel as possible to become a part of what we're doing here. I don't have that thing in anymore, the thing with the crown. I found where it says it's called leaderboard, and it says turn off the leaderboard. You will no longer receive points nor be something, but I really don't care if it annoys the chatters. And I push the little slider over, and it says you are now no longer on the leaderboard and will not receive them and all of this stuff. So I turned it off. You don't see that little crown thing anymore by the names. Jenny has to stay stoked so she can deal with Daryl. Rob, I found it. I think I went to live chat, and then there was a thing, and it said something. There were three things, and in the middle one, it said the slider was to the left and not lit up, and it says turn off something. I'm paraphrasing it. Turn off leaderboard. You will no longer receive points. I don't care about that. I don't care about the watchers and the chatters that they're happy. You will no longer receive, and so I pushed the little slider over, and they're gone, the crowns. Yes, Pete. See where it's Jenny and Daryl? I got it, Jenny. I haven't been on, to be honest, since I got my cataracts off. The only time I've been on the laptop is to type the Altar Guild schedule for the ladies that serve me at my church. But I just have to sort of just sit instead of falling asleep, go over, go to my dashboard and go in and sort of tickle around a little bit there and stuff with that. So, but I found on the phone where I could click and then click, oh, leaderboard, oh, that's that thing. Okay, boop, off with I push the slider to the right, and now the crowns are gone. Stay right there, everybody, just for a moment. I'm going to go around the corner. You're all okay. You're right there now, and you're okay. But I'm not watching the chat, um, and I don't have to because I've got really great moderators watching it. So I'll be right back in just a moment. Okay. Okay. Oh, well, I'm back. The old question then usually is, did you miss me? No. A 2005 Honda Pilot, Jenny, and I love it. Well, I see 24 likes. And we got about 15 minutes left for a 3-hour stream. I think this is a lot of fun, just getting together. And the sole purpose is just to chat with each other and spend time together. I think, are you happy with it? Uh-oh. Hope they like it. They didn't hear my question. Well, hoping whoever's still left in watching that you will give me a like. That will help YouTube with my visibility. That is why channels ask for likes, for their visibility. So is it okay, Christine? Are we having a good time? We like this, enjoy this? What the hell is a blinky? Blinkle. My word. Oh, my other car is a broom. I've seen that, Rob. Oh, blink. Oh, so that's okay. You learn something new all the time. I hope you'll subscribe if you're watching, and one of the watchers up there, 12 of you. Some are in the chat, but if you haven't subscribed, I hope you will. I'd like you to join my channel and look at some of the things that I put. Maybe it might give you a smile, make you laugh a little bit. I've got Gabriel on there walking around, my cat. I've got, actually, the other cat I had is on there. And I'm going to be getting some tourism stuff that I now have permission on here. And things for you to see. We're going to go out and sit in a parking lot for a couple of hours and look at some pretty lights and chit chat. So I hope you'll subscribe so you know when we're doing this. Daryl's car is a Gordle. Oh boy, the things they come up with. I think it's been a lot of fun. Been spending the evening with, oh, I think this is fun, like sitting in a coffee shop, all drinking coffee and just chit chatting about everything and anything. And it fits my channel, which is got everything and anything on my videos. No Pinto, Pete. That man's going to drive me crazy. He's okay where he is, Breaker. He said it's about 2 hours away from him, but he does live near a stream, a stream, and I don't know where the water funnels from that, and so he is keeping an eye. Ford makes the Pinto, the one that catches fire if you crash it in the back. Not funny, Pete. Not funny. There's Breaker Bird. Oh, Breaker. This would not be the time to be visiting you, I guess. I hope so. I hope people just have a chance to laugh a little bit, laugh a little bit and have a good time. You did a tribute to your mother? Oh, that's too funny. Oh my gosh. Well, we definitely wish everybody in Texas and anybody we know there. There is a moderator for Pete, Frank C. He is also in Dallas. There is another person from that same channel, and he lives in Dallas. And so we're just help for safety for all of them. Again, Breaker Bird, thank you for over at NZ1. Um, that's that's the fledglings, and it feels really good to kind of give them a little boost and to do it with you, Breaker Bird. He took Eric to see DFW. Brian did. You're so cute, Pete. Yeah, and to select those places that we enjoy it. So yeah, that was very good. Thanks again. Took me a while to get there, but I finally made it. Jenny, you would have no trouble coming here on a passport. Walk right through because you're not got a bomb strapped to your back and you're not purposely coming here to terrorize the country. That's all he's trying to do is prevent that. You would have no problem. Just come right up. Hi. Yeah, I'm just visiting tourist. Oh, okay. There you go. Have fun. Boom. You need to all understand that. There's a lot of misunderstanding. You have no problem coming from New Zealand at the point of entry. So that's a misnomer. And if you come, I hope you do come over to South Carolina so that I may host you and meet you and treat you to dinner and to the famous Myrtle Beach Sky Wheel that's by the ocean. It's 150 feet tall. He's kicking it out of the bowl. Well, okay. Yeah, you need to, you know, and Brian from, that Brian, other Brian from Australia there. So he was here, but he was in Florida. He drove up. He got here late. I met him. I had 3 hours with him. He went to bed. And the next day they were on their way. I said, that's not the way you do it. You have to arrive in the afternoon. I take you to dinner. You spend the night in the hotel. We spend the next day together. You spend the night in the hotel, and then you can go. Yes, that's so, Jenny. And sure, why are you here? They asked me that when I went to England. I said, I'm part of a Scottish tour on a bus leaving from Edinburgh. Oh, okay. Well, that sounds like fun. Have fun. Bang, slap. And then I went. Of course. They, why are you at my house? I had a guy at my house. I said, oh, excuse me, why are you here? Perfectly normal question. People got to get real. It's a perfectly normal question. What do you want to do? But you tell him to come. Eric, when he came, they in Atlanta, he didn't need it, but I wrote him a letter to whom it may concern. I am expecting a visitor, and I put his name, and I said, and he will be coming to stay with me. I fully intend to care for him if there are any medical issues and blah blah. And he didn't need it. Yes, of course they're going to ask, why are you here? I mean, that's SOP, standard operating, backbreaker. When I went to England twice through different channels, same thing. Englanders over there, residents, and I went up, and the guy said, good afternoon. I said, good afternoon, sir. And he said, oh, I showed him my passport. He said, and the purpose for coming? I said, I'm on a Scottish tour that's going to leave from Edinburgh on a bus and end up in Glasgow. Oh, that sounds wonderful. Have a good time. Bang. And then I went. That's not a big deal. Unless you're here for the wrong reasons, like they're being arrested and part of. We have a very big problem with MS-13, and so it's okay. They don't think they're doing that anymore, Jenny. But I would say that I welcome anybody to come, and I think Pete is going to make his way from New York down here, maybe for my 82nd birthday in October. Yeah, they're gonna laugh, of course. I don't know. See, I don't want to get into that because then I don't want to create a problem for anybody. But you need to really listen. And people sometimes don't hear everything they need to hear. So with that, we have 3 hours, and I think we've had a really good time. I hope everybody's had a good time um, chatting on a venue like this where it's simply to be here to chat with each other. Yeah, you don't need to be serious. It's not serious. Oh. So I have enjoyed having you all here, and I hope you have too. And I'm really, really glad to see you. hopefully more of you, the 13 that are watching right now, if you will leave a like, if you haven't already, before you go, and subscribe. Go take a look at my channel. I'd ask you to go take a look and subscribe, please. I did have somebody since yesterday subscribe. They probably took a look and they like what they see, and they're going to come back, I hope. So if you will do that, and of course to the moderators that are here, Jenny's been here, and Christine and Greg, for keeping an eye on my chat to keep it sane and safe. And I appreciate that very much. 25 likes. I got them, Jenny. Okay. Oh, I see it. Thank you so much. The people who were in the thing did that for me. Thank you. So 13 of you, if you will, if you haven't subscribed, please try it. It's free. It just will let you know when I'm going to be here again tomorrow, or I post a video. I might find something during the day tomorrow to post, and you might want to see it. Oh, look at that. Want to see little ducks at Broadway at the beach? So maybe I find something. And with that, I say thank you all. I love you all very much. You're all very special people. Hayden, there you are. I really do thank the people that have agreed to be a moderator for this channel. And I guess you do know that New York City Aviation is a moderator for me, and he is the lead moderator for this channel. So I thank him very much for helping me and accepting that. And to everybody else, to the other moderators, thank you for keeping it sane and the welcoming to people that come in. That's extraordinary dedication. Thank you so much. You really are special. And to everyone else, I thank you so much. I will probably be here tomorrow night, and it might be a little earlier. So I hope maybe I'll see you. With that, I say take care of yourselves. Have a wonderful evening. Be safe. Know that I love you. And I say bye-bye.